Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly pocket coaching. This is your quick hit of clarity, calm, and motivation to help you actually get through the week, feeling more like yourself. I'm Dr. Kate, your personal pep talk provider, burnout recovery buddy, and around here, I believe that big change starts with small steps and maybe a deep breath or two. Each week, I'm bringing you short, sweet, and totally doable coaching moments that fit right into your pocket. Okay, well, not literally, but you get it. These lessons are perfect for a mindset reset, a boost of energy, or just a gentle reminder that you are doing better than you think. So if you're ready to get a little more grounded and a little more fired up and a lot more you, let's dive into this week's pocket coaching. It's been a minute since I've been here, and today I want to actually talk about why. What happens when you are the burnout expert and you start feeling a little burned out? It's really what's been going on for me the last few weeks, probably longer than that. But I found myself in a space where my general routines, the things that I do for recovery, weren't really working. And I had fallen out of practice for a lot of the things that I do, like my morning journaling and some of the guided reflections that I do, because they just weren't feeling the same. And I was feeling overwhelmed and stressed. I had also taken on a little more responsibility at my full-time job that meant that I was getting less downtime, that I was spending some weekends working. And I really wasn't paying attention to the toll that it was taking. And things like pocket coaching and providing the recovery moments all started to feel a little bit more like a burden than the uplifting opportunity that I have to be able to be of service to you, to give you a little bit of knowledge on how to support yourself, to talk a little bit about my experience and how that might help you. It started to feel hard. The ideas weren't coming as easily, and so I stopped. And I recognized that that wasn't really fair to those that may have truly been getting something from these lessons, from the recovery moments. But it was also important that I took a pause and did some reassessment. Sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to take a pause and reassess what was working, what's not working. So I went back to my own model and started with observation. What am I feeling? What is my body telling me? My body was actually telling me a lot because I went into a vertigo spell, and that's something that generally only happens when I'm feeling overwhelmed and stressed. And so I took a weekend and I did nothing. I had a Hallmark day. I read, but essentially I just lounged on the chaise in my living room. I ate what I wanted, and I just enjoyed the pause. And it helped. But the other thing that I was observing was where I was feeling like things were a burden and where I was enjoying things. I was really enjoying this new responsibility at work. Yes, it included some additional hours, but I liked it. And I was having fun and I was learning something new. So pay attention in those moments when you think it might be time to slow down. What is your body telling you? What is your mind telling you? What are others saying about maybe your behavior or your energy levels or how you're interacting with them? And then it was time for preparation. What did I need to change about how I prepared for these busier times? So making a difference in meal planning for those long days that I was putting in. Making sure that I was getting daily movement and that I was still working out every day. Giving up the pressure of journaling every day and instead just journaling when I want to. Shifting what my morning routine looks like so that I could have a little more sleep, and planning my recovery in a more intentional way. And then it was some assessment on what recovery is working and what recovery is not. And where do I need to add additional recovery or different recovery? Am I doing enough? Do I need to completely slow down more? And really kind of assessing what is it that I need to get back into that recover space and out of that constant burn event cycle. And so I wanted to share that with you today. If you are in a space where you're starting to feel a little overwhelmed, and maybe things are starting to feel like they're a bit of a burden, they're not bringing you the joy that they once did, take a moment and observe and think about your preparation, and then think about your recovery and what you might need to change. I'm so glad that I did, and I know you will be too. Thank you so much for joining me on today's lesson. I'm glad to be back. I wish you all the best. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, that you share this with someone else, that you like, that you comment, all of those great things that help me help more people. I'm Dr. Kate, and I wish you, as always, to be well.